Hi, it's been a while, but I'm here to update you about my end myopia progress. Hi, I'm Jem and I'm following Jake Steiner's end myopia method to get back to 20/20 vision and life without glasses. It's all based on science, not magic, and if you want more information, you know where to find the links. It's been probably a couple of months since my last update. Anyway, here I am. This is going to be a minimal edit video because part of the reason I haven't been making videos is that I've been spending as much of my spare time as possible out and about in the big wide world because it is spring here, although you wouldn't really know it with the amount of rain and wind and cold we've been getting, but it is spring and the sun is definitely around, it's stronger. So I've been spending, my goal was 3 hours outside as often as I could. I work part-time, so that's maybe a bit more possible for me than for other people, and I need to take advantage of that because I might not work part-time forever, even though I love it. To begin with, I was getting about 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, which was amazing. Although lately things have gotten a bit busier and I've been getting probably closer to 2 hours a day, 4 days a week, and those other 3 days, like hardly any time outside. So less than ideal, but the thing is, this time outside is making a difference. It's making a definite difference. I'm doing a few things with my outdoor time as well. You might remember I used to go for 3-hour active focus walks inspired by Not during lockdowns. And that was working really well for me for a while, and then I plateaued and well, here we are, like 2 years later, still stuck at the same old place. Although I have discovered and told you already before in a previous video about how I don't think it's a real plateau. I think like the plateauing is I get motivated, I do some good work, I have a bad day, I get demotivated, I go back to my phone. I think it's just one step forward, one step back keeps me on a plateau. Have to stop taking that one step back if I want to move forward, which is getting outside again, only this time I'm making sure that when I am outside, I am doing active focus, which I was at the very beginning because I was really excited about it. But I think after a while I lost that attention and was just ticking off, yes, I've been outside for 3 hours, but I was actually spending those 3 hours thinking, daydreaming, in my brain, in my mind, not actually existing in the space, in the physical space I was in, not engaging visually with the things around me, except, you know, not fall over things. But I wasn't actively trying to clear things up. I stopped doing that and I started just checking the box. Been outside, done. But this time I am making a lot more of a effort to be intentional with my outdoor time. I'm spending a lot of it actually in a park, walking in circles because there's not a lot of pretty places to walk here. Like I live on the edge of the desert. It takes me probably 4 minutes to walk around this park and I just go round and round. That sounds like it would get really, really boring, but I walk to the park, which is about half an hour from my home by walking. When I'm walking around in circles, I alternate between having my glasses on and taking my glasses off and looking around without my glasses, with just my naked vision and seeing what I can see. And then sometimes I will stop and sit on a bench and pick something to look at in the distance. I'll do some people watching. I can quite easily pick out people, so I with my glasses on, so I try and look at their hands and what their hands are doing because that's a lot more details oriented. So that's a lot of fun, and when I don't have my glasses on, I'm also able to pay more attention to my peripheral vision with my glasses. Obviously, the different focal planes and the rims don't help, even though my rims are still my nice big clear ones. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to lately. I've been marking it off on a sheet how many hours of outdoor time I've been getting. What else? I can't pause and think for too long because I'm not planning to edit this, so I've got to keep talking. Okay. Maybe I'm getting near the end already. Oh, I've also got my Snellen chart up outside, and when I can't go for a walk or something because the weather is a bit too changeable or windy, I'll sit outside and I'll look at my Snellen chart for a while. And I've also got my Snellen chart up inside. I have not measured any centimeters since I last shared a video with you. Or in fact, the one before the last one. It's been a long while, and I think it's been actually really helpful for me because I am able to tell myself what I did today with my outdoor time, huge difference. Oh, huge difference. And I don't come home and measure and say, oh, no difference. Or I don't come home after a not so good outdoor day and measure my centimeters and think, oh, it's worse. I've ruined it. Well, there's no point trying. I may as well have tomorrow off as well. Not that I ever think that explicitly, but I think subconsciously I do. So this not measuring thing has been great, although I have been checking the Snellen and oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I say I'm on a plateau. Well, not now, I hope. I don't think now, but I remember even back when I lived in Tasmania, looking at my Snellen chart without my glasses, and the E was too blurry to read. The top big letter, too blurry to read, unless I stared at it for like 3 minutes until I had a momentary moment of clarity, which isn't really the same as active focus because it took like ages. And it was sporadic and in no way influenced by my intention. I think it was, I don't know, I wouldn't have counted that as being able to read it under normal circumstances because just because I could see it clearly for that minute didn't mean, for example, that I could drive and expect that kind of vision. It was just, I guess, a clear flash. But since I have been living here, yes, it's been the same. When I've looked at the Snellen chart without my glasses, it's still a big blurry E. At least it was. Over this spring especially, which we're late November now, so almost all of spring, and this outdoor time I've been doing with the intentional active focus and trying to minimize my phone use, but I'll get to that. The E is clear. Like, obviously there's a little bit of double vision because I'm not at no correction, but like I can read that. There's not even a question. What's that letter? It's an E, obviously. And then most mornings I can read the next line, the next line, and the next line. So that's 4 lines of text I can read in the morning with no glasses on from the 6 foot, 10 meter mark, sometimes even the 5th line. Yeah, and when I go outside and measure, like, I can read the 20, sometimes the line above the 2020 line. What's that, 2025? And usually, like, almost always, unless I've done something really bad, the line above that, which is what, 2030, 2032, whatever that one is. I can read that without glasses outside in broad daylight. So, like, I don't want to claim that as my vision because as soon as I come inside or it's rainy and dark or I've done close-up time, like, that's gone. But it's still really exciting, and sometimes when I walk around and don't have my glasses on, which I try and do a little bit every day, even if I don't get to the park to go in circles, I try to make sure I have like a small walk with no glasses on. Sometimes I think to myself, if I could see like this without my glasses, I wouldn't need glasses anymore. Then I realize, you're not wearing your glasses. I'm seeing so well. I love not wearing my glasses now. Like, I enjoy so much being able to have that challenge without wearing glasses and clear things up because it clears up frequently. I couldn't live without them, but it's not like I have to work for 10 minutes to get a clear flash. It's like clear it up and then goes out of focus. And then I clear it up and it goes out of focus. After about probably 2 hours, my eyes get a bit tired of all that work and they'll probably stop playing the game. They'll say, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. But for about 2 hours, I can consciously take a moment and clear things up with no glasses. And this is amazing. Like, when I started this, I felt claustrophobic because of the way the blur was closing in on me. and the way it made me feel like I couldn't move freely and function freely. I felt so trapped in the blur. And now I can walk with no glasses and it keeps getting clear. And it's beautiful. In fact, today I got all the way to work. I wasn't driving, my husband was driving. And then I was gonna take the car somewhere, and as I went to get in the car, I was like, hang on a minute. I don't have my glasses. So I had to walk home, get my glasses and come back, because I'm not gonna drive without them. Even though like I could manage in familiar environments, but I don't know, I'm not gonna mess around with that. I'm trying to get my vision back, not die. So there we go. That's today, and that is exciting. I am loving this journey. I don't know, I haven't measured the centimeters and I haven't been back to the optometrist yet, so I don't want to declare myself out of a plateau. And goodness knows, I am very good at going for it and then falling back into bad habits with my phone. My phone, that's something I was going to get to. Okay, so this little beast, I go through really amazing times where I'm on it. Like at the end of the day, it says I've been on it for 29 minutes, which is wonderful. That is dream phone use. More often than not, it's closer to an hour, and I want to be realistic with myself and not get down about the fact that I've been on it for an hour, because if I get down about it, then I will fall off the wagon and say, well, I've been on it for an hour, I may as well be on it for 2. So I have to accept that an hour is still good. I always check my phone use at the end of every day so I can see as it starts to creep up. And yeah, it got up from an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5, 3.5. And I was like, whoa, okay, time to stop just trying to curb your use a little bit. It's time to go all or nothing, fully commit, ride or die again with phone use. That works for me, the whole all or nothing thing. That's how I function best. So anyway, I've got it back down to an hour. But I think that's where I keep falling off the wagon. I think that's why I keep plateauing, because the phone use just sneaks in and I have to actually monitor it all the time in order to be realistic and keep tabs on myself. And I try to think, okay, however much phone use you have to have at least double that amount of time of active focus outdoor time. So if I have half an hour of phone use and 3 hours of outdoor active focus, the balance is definitely in the favor of my eyes. But if I have 2 hours phone use, I probably don't get 4 hours of active focus time. So that's out of balance. So that's how I'm kind of playing the game. So then if I get a bit too much phone time, I have to make sure I get that outdoor active focus time. But if the phone time is too much, then there is no way in the world I can balance it with twice that active focus outdoor time. So yeah, that's where I'm at, feeling good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. That's really long. I'm not gonna edit this much. I'll put my little intro in. Anyway, too much information. You already know that because you've already watched that ages ago. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here and I'll keep you updated as I go. Okay, see you all. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe if you want to, because I want you to. Okay, thank you. Bye.